Good afternoon, everybody. This is the media guy here. Today, I'm here to share my thoughts on a very interesting spy comedy spoof called Undercover Brother. Now, I'm not gonna lie, when I was growing up, I never even heard of this movie before. Probably because there were certain type of shows and movies that I was and wasn't allowed to watch. Yes, that does include the ones I never even heard of until I was much older. So I did manage. So in order for me to be more familiar with this movie, I had to watch a few clips of this movie just so I could be more familiar with Undercover Brother. Now you might be wondering, what the heck is this film all about? Well, don't worry, there's always a description on the back of the VHS and DVDs that I own. Strap yourself in for great fun and the outrageously hilarious, wildly over-the-top comedy spectacular the Washington Post applauds as a very funny spoof. He's better than Bond. He's cooler than any international man of secrets. He's Undercover Brother, a globe-trotting funkadelic dude and interrogate with more cool spy gadgets up his sleeve than you can shake a rocket launcher cigar at. Oh boy, now this kung fu fighting, caddy, convertible driving super secret agent is swinging to action against a deliciously twisted plot to brainwash all of humanity and possibly take over the world. Rocking to a solid gold 70s soundtrack, Undercover Brother is a funk-filled comedy free for all newsday raises and efficiently funny. Now, what do I think of Undercover Brother? Not gonna lie, it's actually a pretty enjoyable movie to watch over and over again. And yes, maybe some of the jokes may not be like laugh out loud or something. But hey, it doesn't matter. I'm just here to have a good time with watching a very goofy movie. And this movie is no exception because, well, based on what I just watched, it does seem to be a pretty enjoyable movie for all fans alike, whether you're fans of spy movies or not. And I did laugh at some of the jokes in this movie that I'm probably not gonna tell because, well, I don't want to cause any controversy and get bullied and harassed. So if you guys want to hear some of the jokes in this movie and witness some of the most bizarre moments, I think you guys should probably watch this movie for yourself. Or at least watch clips of this on YouTube just like I did earlier. The characters are pretty enjoyable and relatable. It does have a good, interesting take on the whole world domination thing, which I'm probably not gonna get into much details because, once again, you have to watch this movie to understand what's going on around here. And there are so many action scenes in this movie that's pretty well done. And Undercover Brother seems like a pretty cool secret agent, because he's really rocking the 1970s vibe. Right down to the afro hairstyle, the groovy clothes, which you can see on screen. And he does have a pretty cool car. I think a convertible. A 1970s convertible car or something. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the Gadget-mobile from the live-action Inspector Gadget movies. And you know, this movie kind of reminds me of James Bond and Austin Powers. Well, Undercover Brother is he's kind of like the African American version of either James Bond or Austin Powers, when you think about it. I mean, okay, I'm sure you guys might have a different way of seeing this character as what he is, but hey, I'm just describing what I'm talking about. But I don't... Now, for the casting, I don't know much about Eddie Griffin, Chris Caton, Denise Richards, or anyone else in this movie. The only one I do recognize in this movie is Billy D. Williams. I know he was in the 1989 Batman movie. I think he was in Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. And he's also a guest star on doing guest called Scooby-Doo and Skytown Cool School. So I guess that's one actor I'm familiar with. The rest, I'm gonna have to do a lot more research. There are a lot of great funny moments from here and there. Like this one moment where undercover brother and his beautiful girlfriend were fighting the White She-Devil and her minions in the apartment. And these two women were really getting into like a crazy cat fight in the shower. And Undercover Brother and the henchmen were just watching the entire thing. Right down to having popcorn and chips and drinks while they're in the shower. While they're watching this these girls were fighting in the shower and the guys were watching. Oh boy. I mean, that's like the type of humor you will probably see in a few adult comedies. Probably like Austin Powers, for example. Oh boy. I did not see that one coming. So that's one of the things that had me laughing a bit. There were a few moments where it looked like she was gonna have a thing for him. And probably towards the end of the movie, when the bad guys were trying to, the good guys were trying to, find Undercover Brother, who was disguised as James Brown, which had me for a minute, because at first I thought they literally got James Brown, but it was really him in disguise. Completely fooled me. And when the bad guys show up, we thought that she was gonna go back to be back on their side. But I pulled a switcheroo, punched one of the bad guys, and went back to the good guys. Talk about a little switcheroo. So overall, I think Undercover Brother is a pretty fun and enjoyable movie. And if you're not like a big fan of this movie, then that's alright. I can probably understand that it may not be like a perfect spy type movie compared to a few others like Spy Kids, James Bond, and Austin Powers, or even Kim Possible, Totally Spies, Codename Kids Next Door, Tough Puppy, or Secret Squirrel. But this could still be a lot of fun to watch over and over again. And just like what it said on the back of the VHS tape, it is meant to be a very funny spoof / satire on the whole spy genre. Even though Austin Powers technically did that first. You know what? I guess some people might think this is more like a Austin Powers clone. In fact, I'm already imagining you guys going to the comment section saying that Undercover Brother is like the Austin Powers type knockoff. Which, in a nutshell, I probably wouldn't even notice the connections. Because I think the Austin Powers movies and Undercover Brother are probably meant to be their own separate thing. But you know what? It probably doesn't even matter anyway. So anyways, thank you guys for watching my review of Undercover Brother. And I might be able to rewatch this again soon. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention that I think Andre Meadows, aka Black Nerd Comedy, brought up Undercover Brother in his top 10 guilty pleasure movies list probably 11 or 12 years ago. Somehow I just forgot about it until now. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will give this movie 5 retro afros out of 5. So make sure you have a great day and stay groovy, you awesome spies.